popularly known as Sound City. And we have there's this question that been ringing in the mind of everyone, which we want to tackle today. And I'm here with an amazing person in the real estate industry. So she's going to be introducing herself so you can get to hear her out. So welcome, Miss Favor. So tell our viewers your name, introduce yourself.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Favor Chidera,
Okay.
and I'm a real estate consultant and broker at Medici Homes and Shelters, and I'm happy to be here today.
Okay. All right. So you heard from her. Her name is Favor, a real estate broker here in Asaba Delta State. So, Miss Favor, there's this question, I've been talking with some persons and they don't really understand what real estate is. So, can you, in the simplest way possible, that they can get to understand in the simplest words, so that they can get to understand what is real estate? How can you explain it?
Okay, you know that many people now, like you said, when people say real estate, they just think it's something very, very big.
Tell me
But
something.
then real estate is more of this, it's more of land. You see,
Wow.
when we see land, we
Hmm.
are seeing real estate.
Okay.
When we see buildings, we are seeing real estate.
Yes.
When you are seeing a shop, in fact, that lodge that you are staying, or that house that you are staying,
Mm.
that place that you grew up,
Yes.
that your
Still
house
real
is
estate.
real estate.
Wow.
Yes.
That's
So it's
interesting.
more of landed properties.
Okay.
Those are real estate.
Okay.
Yes.
So now, a lot of young people, they think that real estate is for
Mm.
old people, for the rich people. That they think that you actually need millions, for the rich. So what do you have to say to that?
Hmm. I think where I'll start from is for me personally, I love going to the background of everything.
Okay.
So for me personally, I got to realize that it was the notion that was given to us in our society.
Yes. Yes.
Did you see your father? Let's just be very realistic. Did you see
Okay.
your father buy land?
Uh, for that one, no.
Did
I
you,
will
did
not
you
say that.
understand? So there's nobody that is modeling that buying of land for
Mm,
you.
mm,
And did you even see any young person in your society buy land?
mm.
Even the young people that you're seeing buying land, most of them you have to think, oh, people who bought land, are they Yahoo people? It's as if there is a destination.
Mm,
It's as if that they have gotten to a particular realm in their finances that made them to buy land. That's actually like what the society gave to us. Society did not show us young people buying land. The society did not make our parents did not see it as a necessity. Our
mm.
parents just saw it as okay, when they have money,
When they have the
when
money.
they have the money, you
Okay.
understand? So that they can keep something for their children, or they can say that they have arrived, something like that. And I also
Okay.
noticed that okay,
Okay.
okay,
So what you're saying in essence,
yes,
is that
yes.
real estate is not for the rich alone.
Real estate is very neutral,
It's not for the rich alone.
not for the
That
rich
even the
alone.
youngest person of 20, 21, 22 can
I'm
start off
telling,
real estate, right?
I'm telling you.
Okay. So before we go into how you can start with the little amount you need before you can get started,
Yeah,
I have a personal question to ask.
okay,
Okay. So when did you realize that real estate is something you need to take seriously at this young age?
okay. Hmm. When I realized that real estate is something that I need to take very serious
Mm-hmm.
was when I got to know real estate after school.
After school.
After school.
Wow.
Like I told you, the notion was always real estate. Like, I mean, what is real estate? I didn't even used to hear it when I was very little. I did
Yes.
not hear it till I finished research.
Mm-hmm.
So I did not hear people talk about real estate. But when I finished school, I now got to realize I saw young people like me.
Okay.
I now started working with a real estate company. Yes, because I knew someone in that real estate company, so I was able to like start working with them, start learning from their training times and from those times. I now realized that this thing is not actually for the rich people, and there is need to start building a legacy at this time in life.
Okay. So if I'm to get you right now,
Yeah.
there's something you just said now.
Okay.
I want to point on.
Okay.
You mentioned something about when you came out of school was when you started hearing about real estate.
Yeah.
So was that more like influence? People you were hanging out with,
Yes.
people you were hanging out with.
It was more of not. It was more of an environment that I came into
Okay.
that I started hearing those words often.
Mm,
I started hearing it, so it was like a possibility, and I started seeing young people like me invest into it.
mm-hmm.
So it was like a possibility for me, but before it was not a possibility. It was not. So
Okay.
yes,
Okay. So what she's trying to say actually is so there are so many persons out there that at their young age they're not really exposed. They're not really exposed to these kind of big things, and they think that things like real estate is actually for the rich. And the way the society created it. Sometimes it can even be our mind that is playing games on us. Mental slavery can be a lot. So you don't actually need millions before you can start real estate. And if you stay to the end of this session, you are going to understand the levels at which you can start in the simplest way, which you can start this thing called real estate, and it can take you to a whole level in life. So stay to the end, all right? So now the next question I have is when you say something like invest for a 25 years old, like what do you think is best in real estate? People say invest in real estate, right? What does it actually mean practically for a 25 years person?
real estate
Mm,
for a 25-year-old person.
mm,
This is a very young person,
mm,
and at that young age, the person is still finding it like the person is still in that stage where he's trying to balance life. He's trying to balance his finance, he's trying to balance himself, he's trying to balance like his identity to himself. He's just trying to balance everything and trying to create a life
mm.
for himself. Some 25-year-old someone now, some of them are freshly out of school, some of them are still in, getting a new job or something. So real estate for a 25-year-old is more of it can be investing in lands. You can start with lands.
Okay.
Do you know why I say you can start with lands? I say you can start with land because there is something that if the 25-year-old now is working
Mm,
and then the person has money, is earning,
mm,
the person can bring out a percentage of his money as an investment, as investment proportion. And the person is saving it. When he gets to that amount that he can comfortably use it to buy just one land in a developing area, the person can invest into it.
invest.
And he knows that by 5 years, 10 years time, it will triple in
Okay.
the price.
Okay.
Yes, it can be, like I said now, I've said two things, starting with land. And the other one is how do you not have the land? Maybe you don't have enough money. Start saving. Let there be a percentage you are bringing out from your income, and then it will be savings. And the person should not start with properties like houses.
Okay. Before we
Yes.
get to that,
Okay.
before we get to that,
Okay.
mm,
Yes.
okay. So there's this debate because I actually go on field trips, and sometimes I get to ask some people some kind of questions.
I feel
So
like I know where this is going to. Continue.
so when I kind of talk to people to get the
Yes.
way they think
Yes.
about real estate altogether.
Mm,
So I kind of asked them this particular question now.
yeah.
I asked them, um, so you're starting out newly now.
Mm,
You just started making money newly. So which one are you looking at first, and what is your reason
yeah.
for looking at this? Is it are you looking at buying a house first,
Mm,
or are you looking at buying landed properties first? So
okay.
which one is better? Then by the time we get to dialogue, I will now know. which ones they prefer. So, Ms. People, tell us which one is actually better for those persons that are trying to get into real estate newly.
Yeah.
Okay, so which one is better? Is it buying buildings or buying land?
No, people feel like when they start making money, they have arrived.
Mm,
But it's not the same thing.
mm,
So, as someone that is still trying to balance life, the person should put in more energy into investing.
But
Buying
land, but
land,
but house is still an investment.
how is still an investment, but it
Mm,
will require more money because the maintenance cost is a whole lot.
mm,
When you buy land, when you buy house, you
mm,
have to maintain electricity, maintain the house so that it's not suddenly collapse.
mm.
Maintain, if there is a scratch on the wall, you have to
Have to
leave it.
maintain
But then,
everything.
if you rent a house,
Mm.
you can simply call the landlord and say, "Sir, my tap is not running well."
But there are some landlords that don't really give attention to all of that. They will
But
expect you to do that yourself.
however, it is still not as expensive as owning your own house
Okay.
because you are paying electricity bill for all the house, for all the apartments in the house. You're going to be paying land rent anytime the community people or the state people
Mm.
come. You're going to still pay.
Okay.
Yes. So, but when you're in a rented house, whether it's prepaid meter, you are sharing it with the people that are around. And then you're still saving money and you're using it to invest in land, so that when you have enough financial capacity, you can maybe build a house there and you can sponsor your living there comfortably. So a 25-year-old that is still trying to understand life should not venture into housing himself. Like, first of all, the person should put his head into land investment so that he can have a system of wealth. So that buying a house would just be like taking 10,000 naira out of 10 billion.
Mm. Okay. So let's assume now that our viewers now decide to take your advice for it
Yeah,
and go for land first. So when you invest, how do they make their money?
when they invest.
When they buy land now, you're into real estate, and they
Yeah.
decide to after this they decide to contact you and reach out to you. How when they buy land from you, let's say about 5 to 10 plots, okay, how do they make their money back?
How do they make their money back?
Mm,
There are many ways to make money in when you buy land there.
okay.
So one of them is you can do land banking.
Land banking.
Yes.
Okay.
Land banking is that process where someone buys land in a developing area.
Okay.
Okay. And then the person now allows time to mature it. Actually, and the person must buy with strategy. Yes. If you want to do land banking and you want to do land banking very well, you don't just buy into any bush. You are looking at where the location is driving in attention, driving in development.
Okay.
So you know that you are giving this thing time. You know that within this period of time,
Mm,
people would have come into that area.
very
You
highly.
understand? Like Shiloh Garden Estate in Medici Homes here in Delta State. You will see the Star School of Nursing Sciences, a proposed university. And close by also you will see the Admiralty University, that's by the Nigerian Navy. When you are seeing all these things, you are seeing that development, very soon development will start coming because those students, they will need houses. Their staff, they will need apartments. They will need
Exactly.
medical centers. They
Mm,
will need shoplets. They will need clothes. Girls now, you know them. They will need many
yes.
things.
Yes.
So, and very soon the hostels will get filled up. It will get filled up. So they will need places. I know that when you buy something there, when you buy a land there, you're holding a land.
Mm,
By 2, 3, 4, 5 years time, that place must have been open and you will resell it at a higher price. That's how people do. That's one of the ways. Then the second way to get money through land investment is cash flow.
cash flow.
Cash flows. That
Okay.
one is massive. I
Tell us.
can't even.
Tell us.
That
Tell
one
us.
is massive because when you start agriculture,
Mm,
let's say you start doing agriculture there, it's one of the class cash flows too. You start doing agriculture. By the end of the year, or by the end of a specific time, you're getting your return on investment. You're getting the products ahead. You're getting it. You're manufacturing your food fresh. Those foods you can still sell them.
and this one is quicker than land banking.
This one is
Can be 3 months.
it's
Can be 6 months.
depending on the location too.
Mm,
You can buy land banking. You can do land banking now. You're buying a place of, let's say there is a property of 70 million naira. You're doing land banking.
Mm-hmm.
You buy it, and the place is a very open place. Try and sell that thing in 2 years time.
Mm.
Try and sell it, or try and sell it in 1 year time. Say it will not be the same amount again.
That's true, yeah.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So depending on the location, and another kind of cash flow too. Another kind of cash flow too is rentals.
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 Okay.
Build shoplets, build houses, build lodges, and be collecting rents.
Okay.
So that's how to make money in real
So
estate.
they can make money through land banking, through agriculture, and rentals.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. So there are some persons that are watching us in this live right now.
Mm.
Okay, so my question now is them now. What kind of advice do you have for people that are watching us right now? Okay, so they actually have savings now
Mm.
in their account, but they don't really know what to do with the money that is seated in the account.
Mm.
And inflation can set in. If you like put 10 million in the account now, if you want to withdraw that money, it will not be the same.
So
So
no,
what kind of advice do you have for them that are watching us now?
okay. So the advice I have for people, especially for youths out there, especially for them, is that money that is in your account, use it, and you know that this money is not for your survival. You know that this money is not for, like I said, investment should not be your capital.
Exactly,
Yes, investment
exactly,
money should not be your capital, and it
exactly.
should not be the money that your capital is what in your business, in yourself too. You're using it to survive. You want to come and use it. You got
Mm,
you just go and push the realtor to resell the land again. Ehen. So that money that is in your account, bring out a portion of it. There is a land selling at 950,000 naira, and if you cannot pay outrightly, you can pay initial deposit of 500,000 naira.
or 500,000.
500,000 naira.
Wow.
It's in this Delta State.
Daughters.
Yes, yes. It's in Olod.
Okay.
Yes. And it's
Mm,
perfect for agriculture. That's for the cash flow I talked about. It's also perfect for land banking. It's also perfect for land banking. So you're making money either way. Mhm. So, and you can just get it at 950,000 naira. If you cannot do it, 500,000 naira initial deposit, and you're getting 2 months to
to
split
split
the
it.
payments. Yes.
Wow.
And by that time, you know that you have something that is you're sleeping, you're drinking Gary as a young people, and you know that and you know that something is yielding money for you in time to come. You
Okay.
understand? So yes.
Okay. So just like she said, your the money you want to invest with should not be your capital, right?
Yes.
Should not be your capital because if it's your capital, you can invest today, and in the next 1 month, in the next 2 months, you are telling the person that sold it to you to resell it so that you can
Mm.
make back that money, which is
Mm.
not where wealth in real estate comes in. Because real estate is the wealth comes in the long hold, like
Mm.
how long you hold it. Because as you're holding it, the government is coming in, it's also appreciating the value. But if you get to sell it early, you miss out on that whole appreciation. So what you need to do right now is we have properties that are selling for very low entry price, which you as an investor, as an early investor, um, okay, it's just selling at the promo price of 950,000. We have one that is selling for 750,000. So you can reach out to me or you can reach out to Favor of Medici, okay, and we'll get you those properties. All right. So thank you. Thank you
Thank,
for joining us. Thank you for joining us. All right.
thank you for having me, sir. Thank you.